My favorite leadership module to teach at the Naval Academy was combat leadership. It's very thought-provoking, and it's frankly, what military people spend a lot of time thinking about. Will I be ready if I end up in combat? Will I do my duty? And yeah, I spent a lot of time thinking about that. And so we would conduct the in-class conversation, and then I would invite them out into the narrow hallway outside the classroom. And there, up on the wall, on both sides of the corridor, were these student photographs and a citation for all of the Naval Academy graduates that had been awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor, some of them dating all the way back to the Civil War. And I would line one student up on one alumnus, and I'd say, read that citation so you can understand the act of heroism. And now, look at that picture. What do you see? In every class, the answers were always the same. He kind of looks like my roommate. He's got the same smirk as my lab partner. He looks like he just flunked an exam, sir. He looks just like us. I'd ask them, do you think when that picture was taken that they knew they would go on to become heroic? What did they do while they were here at the Naval Academy that prepared them for that act of selflessness that cost many of them their lives? Do you think their instructors could pick out who would go on to become the heroes? Which one of you will go on to have your student photograph over a citation for future midshipmen to study an act of bravery that you have yet to commit? Will you be ready for your moments that count? It was always a very sobering moment in the leadership development of my students. And of course, none of the heroes on the wall expected to become heroes. They were just awkward-looking college-age kids, and because of the traditions of uniforms that don't change over a century and short haircuts, it was easy for my students to identify with those faces on the wall. And every one of those heroes became known as heroic for acts that certainly contained courage, but they were driven to their destiny by context and circumstance. Nobody wants to fail in their moments that count. Now, if you're a policeman or a soldier or even a utility lineman in a public utility, there's physical risk in your job. But there's also risk in business. I had a mentor when I was transitioning and deciding whether to get out and go into business or other options. I had a mentor who'd been a soldier, said, Cory, you are going to love business. Business is combat every day. Every morning I wake up, my competition's trying to steal my lunch money, drain my kids' college fund, and put me out of business.